Most people believe that power is lost all at once. We imagine a king falling in a fight, a boss getting fired in a big scandal, or a rich person losing everything in a second. We are taught to fear the loud and sudden disasters. But this is not the truth. Power does not disappear in one night. It is not taken by a thief in the dark. Instead, it slowly wears away. It breaks apart in silence, bit by bit. It often happens in the exact places where you feel safest. It is a slow draining of your spirit. You do not notice it until you try to stand up and realize you are too weak to hold your own weight. This brings me to a hard but important question. I want you to look at your life right now. Do not look at your money or your job. Look at your world. Think about the places where you spend your time every day, both in real life and online. How many of them are secretly draining your mental strength without you knowing it? Long ago, the strategist Machiavelli noticed that your surroundings could destroy you faster than any real enemy. You can see an enemy army, you can build walls and prepare to fight them, but a bad environment is like a gas you cannot see or smell. You breathe it in every day and do not realize it is hurting you until it is too late. Today, we are going to look closely at your reality. You might think your strength comes from your own will or your genes. But Machiavelli said something different. He claimed that a person is defined by the space they choose to live in. If this is true, where in your life is your power leaking away? Machiavelli saw every space, a room, a group of friends, or a way of thinking, as one of two things. It is either a trap meant to catch you or a fort built to make you strong. There is no middle ground. Stay with me until the end. We are going to look at the 7 outside traps and the 7 inside prisons that are holding you back. This is a guide for survival in the modern world. Let us start with the world outside of you. Machiavelli saw that even the most powerful leaders were destroyed not by wars, but by the people around them. They were ruined by the daily noise of fools and liars. Here are the 7 most dangerous environments that act like pests on your power. Number 1 is the company of average people. This is not a building, but a group of people. Machiavelli said your power fades when you spend time with people who expect nothing from themselves. We often think we are too strong to be changed by others. We think their laziness won't touch us. This is a mistake. Machiavelli noted that the human spirit starts to look like the people it spends time with. If you sit in a room with 5 people who have given up on their dreams, you will eventually become the 6th. Being average becomes a habit. In their presence, your big ideas seem too much, and your hard work feels like you are trying too hard. They do not need to attack you, they just pull you down to their level by doing nothing. You must check your circle of friends. You do not have to be mean, but you must keep your distance. Stop giving your energy to people who are going nowhere, or you will fail with them. Number 2 is the echo chamber. This is the group where everyone always agrees with you. This feels good and makes you feel supported. But Machiavelli warned that constant praise is a sweet poison. When you are in a place where your ideas are never tested, where people always laugh at your jokes and where your mistakes are always ignored, you stop growing. Growth needs struggle. A muscle only grows when it works against weight. A mind only gets sharp when it meets a different opinion. The leaders who only listened to people who said yes were always the first to lose their power because they could not see the truth. Look for the places that challenge you. Find rooms where you are the person who knows the least. Find people who respect you enough to tell you when you are wrong. Number 3 is the place of complaining. This is everywhere today. It is the break room where people moan about the boss. It is the internet site full of anger. It is the family dinner where everyone tries to show they have the hardest life. Machiavelli would call this a trap because complaining feels like you are doing something. It lets out stress, but it is actually a waste of power. When you spend time complaining, you train your brain to see problems instead of solutions. You start acting like a victim. A victim can never be a leader. A victim waits for someone to save them, but a leader saves themselves. If you stay here too long, you will forget how to take action. Become like a stone to people who complain. Do not join in and do not agree. Stop giving them your attention and physically walk away from those talks. Number 4 is the stage of masks. These are the places where you feel you must pretend to be someone else to fit in. We all wear masks sometimes because it is polite. But Machiavelli said, if you wear a mask for too long, it becomes your real face. You forget who you are. Think of the energy it takes to keep up a lie. Think of how much you have to calculate every second to make sure people like you. This uses up all your mental energy. It leaves you with nothing for your real work or your real life. In the past, Machiavelli saw politicians who tried to please everyone. They ended up being nothing to anyone. People did not hate them, but they did not respect them either. Without respect, power disappears. Figure out where you are just acting and stop. The moment you stop trying to impress people you do not even like, you get a huge amount of energy back. Number 5 is the world of noise. Machiavelli lived in a loud time, but he could not imagine the noise we have now. This is the constant digital distraction. It is the alerts on your phone, the endless scrolling, and the news yelling at you to be afraid. When you live in this noise, your attention is broken into tiny pieces. You cannot focus or think deeply. You become a person who just reacts to things instead of a person who steers their own life. A distracted mind is a weak mind. You lose strength not because you are not smart, but because you cannot use your brain on one single task. Machiavelli said that true power belongs to the person who masters silence. You must build a fort of silence. You need times in the day when no one can reach you. You need spaces where the world cannot touch you. Number 6 is the nest of envy. These are places where your success is seen as a threat instead of something good. Have you ever shared good news only to be met with silence or a mean comment? You are in a nest of envy. In these bad spaces, the group tries to keep you down. If you stay, you will start to hold yourself back. You will make yourself smaller and hide your wins just to keep the peace. Machiavelli knew that anyone afraid to shine has already lost. Envy spreads like a sickness. It makes people pull you down as soon as you try to climb up. Leave these people. Do not try to fix them or be extra kind to them. Their envy is not about you. It is about their own empty lives. Leave them behind. Number 7 is the trap of comfort. This is the most dangerous one of all. This is the place where nothing is asked of you. Your job is easy, the pay is fine, and every day is the same. Machiavelli thought this was very dangerous because struggle is what makes you feel alive. Comfort is like a drug for the soul. It puts you to sleep. You tell yourself you are happy, but you are actually just standing still. You are being tamed. To Machiavelli, being tamed was a fancy way of being a slave. A wolf that is fed by a human is no longer a wolf. It is a dog. It traded its freedom for a full stomach. You must add some hard things to your life on purpose. If your life is too easy, you must make it harder. Take a difficult class, train your body harder, or set a goal that seems impossible. Wake yourself up. We often think dangerous places are only physical. We think we can just move to a new city or get a new job to be fine. But Machiavelli knew that the worst prisons are in our own heads. You carry these places with you. You sleep in them and wake up in them. Let us look at the 7 inside rooms you must leave. The first inside place is the altar of memory. This is the memory you refuse to let go of. It is a failure from years ago, a time you were rejected, or a time someone lied to you. You think about it all the time. You replay it over and over. You think you are learning from it, but you are actually just stuck in it. You are sacrificing your life right now to a ghost. Machiavelli knew a leader who looks backward cannot move forward. The past is for learning, not for living in. What happened is over. It is dead. Stop trying to bring it back to life. lock that door and throw away the key. The second is the theater of fear. This is the room where you watch scary movies in your head about things that haven't happened. It is the world of what if. What if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I lose my money? You become a prisoner of things that are not real. You feel the pain of failing without even trying. You feel the shame of being told no without ever asking. Machiavelli said, if you fear too much, you are defeated before the fight starts. Fear is just using your imagination the wrong way. Most things you fear will never happen, and if they do, you will handle them then. Do not hurt before you are actually cut. The third is the court of comparison. This is the trial in your head where the jury is made of strangers on the internet. You compare your real life to the fake, perfect lives others show online. When you compare yourself to others, you give them the keys to your life. You let them decide what you are worth. A mind that compares itself to others can never lead itself. It only follows what others do. It makes you feel like you are never enough. There is no race against others. There is only you and what you can do. The only thing that matters is if you are better than you were yesterday. The fourth is the dungeon of resentment. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. This is where you keep a list of everyone who ever hurt you. You think this anger keeps you safe or sharp. But Machiavelli would say that anger is like heavy armor. It might stop a hit, but it is so heavy you cannot move. It ties you to the person you hate. As long as you are angry at them, they are living in your head for free. Forgive them not because they are good, but because you want to be free. Kick them out of your mind. The fifth is the void of self-denial. This is the place where you tell yourself you can't do it or you don't deserve it. This is often just the voices of parents, teachers, or society in your head. It is a ceiling you put on yourself. Machiavelli taught that luck favors the person who is brave. The world does not give power to people who ask for permission. It gives power to those who take it. When you say you are not powerful, you are wasting your potential. You can do so much more than you think. The only thing stopping you is the story you tell yourself. Change that story. The sixth is the waiting room. This is the most crowded room in the world. This is where you tell yourself you will change tomorrow. You say you will start the business when things get better or go to the gym when you have time. You are not living. You are waiting to live. Machiavelli hated this. He knew that opportunity does not wait for you to be ready. Waiting ruins more lives than failing ever could. Failing is at least a result. Waiting is just empty space. There is no perfect time. Things will never be perfect. Start now with what you have. The seventh is the site of self-deception. This is the most dangerous room of all. This is where you lie to yourself. It is where you make excuses for bad habits or blame bad luck for your lack of results. It is where you tell yourself you are working hard when you are actually just wasting time. Machiavelli warned that any leader who cannot be honest with himself will lose everything. You cannot fix a problem if you won't admit it is there. Lying to yourself is like putting on a blindfold before a fight. Look in the mirror and be honest. Own your flaws and your mistakes. Taking responsibility is the start of all power. Take a breath. You might feel a bit heavy right now. You might see yourself in some of these traps. This feeling is good. It is the pain of waking up. Machiavelli did not write these ideas to make you sad. He wrote them to give you tools. He teaches us that keeping power is about having the courage to walk away. Walk away from a table where you aren't respected. Walk away from friends who hold you back. Walk away from thoughts that make you feel small. When you close these doors, something great happens. Your energy stops leaking. Your focus comes back. Your will becomes sharp and strong. You do not need to add things to your life to be powerful. You just need to remove the things that make you weak. True power has always been there. It was buried under noise, envy, fear, and being average. Imagine your life is a kingdom and you are the ruler. For too long, you have let people and thoughts ruin your palace. You have let weeds grow in your garden. Today is the day you kick them out. Machiavelli believed the strongest ruler is not the one with the most land, but the one who rules his own life. Take back your territory. Guard your mind like a fort. Be very careful with who and what you let around you. Thank you for thinking about this with me. If this moved you, join us as we continue this journey. Now I leave you with one question to answer in your own heart. Which place, inside or outside, will you walk away from today? Building on the idea of reclaiming your power, let us look at how you actually begin to rebuild. Once you have identified the traps and prisons that drain you, the next step is to construct your own fortress. This is not about building walls to hide behind, but about creating a life that makes you stronger every single day. Machiavelli believed that most people are reactive. They wait for things to happen and then try to fix them. But a true leader is proactive. They design their reality before the world designs it for them. To do this, you must change how you use your time, your space, and your mind. The first step in rebuilding is to master your mornings. The way you start your day is the way you rule your kingdom. If the first thing you do is check your phone, you are immediately entering the realm of noise. You are letting the world's fears and opinions into your mind before you have even found your own voice. Instead, use the first hour of the day for silence. This is your time to look at your goals and remind yourself who you are. Silence is where strength is born. If you can control the first hour, you can control the day. The second step is to curate your information. Just as you are careful about what food you eat, you must be careful about what ideas you consume. Most of what you see online is designed to make you angry, afraid, or jealous. This is the sweet poison Machiavelli warned about. You must filter your digital world, unfollow people who make you feel small or envious, delete apps that break your focus, seek out books and teachers that challenge you to think better. Information should be a tool you use, not a cage that holds you. The third step is to find your council of truth. You moved away from average people and those who only say yes to you. Now, you must find a small group of people who are further ahead than you. These are people who have the results you want. They won't coddle you. They will tell you the hard truths you need to hear. In Machiavelli's world, a prince was only as good as his advisors. Surround yourself with people who make your current best feel like a starting point. Finally, you must practice the art of the strategic no. Most people lose their power because they say yes to too many things. They say yes to meetings they don't need, favors for people who don't respect them, and habits that move them backward. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to your own potential. Start saying no more often. Protect your time as if it were your most valuable treasure, because it is. When you start doing these things, people might call you cold or distant. They might not understand why you have changed. This is the price of sovereignty. You are no longer part of the crowd. You are a ruler of your own life. As you rebuild, you will find that the legs you thought you lost are coming back. You will find that you can stand taller and walk further than ever before. Your power isn't coming from outside. It is growing from within because you finally stopped letting it leak away. After you have built your fortress and started to rule your own time, you will face a new challenge. The world does not like it when a person becomes powerful. When you stop being a victim and start being a leader, the people you left behind in the plaza of lament or the nest of envy will try to pull you back. They will use guilt, they will call you different, and they will wait for you to fail. This is the moment where most people give up and go back to their old prisons. But Machiavelli taught that true power is tested by how you handle this pressure. To stay strong, you must learn the art of emotional distance. You do not need to fight these people or argue with them. In fact, arguing is a waste of your new energy. When you argue, you are back on their level. Instead, you must become like a mountain. The wind blows against it and the rain hits it, but the mountain does not move. You must stay focused on your goals while the noise happens around you. This is called the calm of the sovereign. When people realize they can no longer upset you or control your mood, they lose their power over you. Your silence is your strongest weapon. Next, you must turn your focus toward the long game. Most people are distracted by small wins or temporary comforts. They want the reward today without the work. But a person of power looks months and years ahead. Machiavelli observed that those who win are those who can endure boredom and repetition. Reclaiming your life is not always exciting. It is often quiet, repetitive work. It is going to the gym when you don't feel like it. It is reading when you'd rather watch a screen. It is staying consistent when no one is watching or cheering for you. This discipline is what separates the wolf from the dog.